house. Okay. Right. So the first topic, right, we're going to talk about land, about this residential house, type of land that actually in Singapore. So basically, right, there's three type of land. The first one is called mangrove house. Okay. So mangrove, we can talk about. There's another word called detached. Okay, detached. So you can see this drawing, right, is mangrove. Mangrove, right, the frontage, right, is around 10 meter. 10 meter. So always sometimes agent will ask me, Wilson, can this mangrove split to two or split to two? So normally semi-D, right, we need to have 8 meter minimum, 8 meter. So especially you take a look at this piece of this drawing, right? Actually, it's only 10 meter. So we cannot do one pair of semi-D. If let's say this mangrove, right, is having this the area is actually a mixed development. Maybe there's chance to do this terrace house. Maybe, yeah, because terrace house only need 6 meter. All right, so for mangrove, right, it's a piece of land and stand alone. So this is actually a mangrove house. Then we have this called semi-detached. Semi-detached basically is one piece of land and there's 2 units. Okay, one piece of land, 2 units. The minimum of this gate, right, is 8 meter. Is 8 meter. Yeah, it's 8 meter. Sorry, someone I see cannot see the presentation, right? Can you see the slide? Can see the slide, right? Okay. So this is actually or cannot see the slide, huh? Anyone can see the slide here?
Okay, can you just click on Ashley Chan? Then there's one square box with a small arrow. You just click on it, then you should appear already.
In the people list, look for Ashley Chan. Ashley Chan is the one that controls the slide. So go to the people list and look for Ashley Chan. Okay, if you don't know how, please exit the video and go and view my tutorial again. Okay.
Okay, so carry on, huh?
Okay, you can proceed. Yeah.
Okay, can all right. Can you hear me? Can?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. All right. So basically, for semi-D, right, it's actually one land, right? Then it's actually have 2 units. So you can see the number below, right, is 8 meters. So for a semi-D, right, minimum we need to have a 8 meter. So sometimes when agent asks me, right, one piece of land, can we do one pair of semi-D? So it depends on your frontage is how big. Okay. If your frontage together got 60 meter, then of course you can divide by 2. Okay, so this is actually the drawing that you can see, right? It's one piece of land and actually it's 2 units. On the right hand side, you see, right, it's a back-to-back semi-D, back-to-back. But this type of semi-D actually has a face-off already. So far until today, right, I never see this type of back-to-back semi-D. All right, but last time there is this type of side-to-back, is a side-to-side, those are back-to-back semi-D. All right. Okay, so this is second type of houses you will see in Singapore is actually a semi-D. Alright, so this piece of drawing, right, you can see, right, this is actually an inter-terrace. Okay, inter-terrace. So normally inter-terrace, right, you will see 3 and above unit together. And please remember, gentlemen, when you go site, right, some agents sometimes mix up that the corner terrace, they thought it's actually a semi-D. Okay, it's actually a corner terrace. Okay, you won't see more than 3 houses together as a semi-D. Okay, remember, not more than 3 houses because semi-D is one piece of land. There's only 2 units. Anything more than 2 or 3 units, right? Then that one has to be a corner terrace. All right. So sometimes you can see, right, they mix together with this inter terrace and side will be this corner terrace. Okay, so this is a corner terrace. Okay, so this is we'll see, right? This is also one of the conventional house, right? You will see in Singapore. All right, basically this type of houses, right, is all been 保留, or all conventional. So normally sometimes we cannot change the color. Sometimes even we cannot change the frontage. Okay, yeah. So this one we need to check whether you can change or not, right? Or you can extend on A and A, right? We need to check the master plan. Later on, I show you the master plan. Okay, so this is another type in Juchet you will see. All right, so the color cannot change, but sometimes, right, the behind you can build higher. Sometimes, like you see some hotel one, right? Actually, the frontage, right, they actually is those like shop house, but behind they can actually build on 4-story, 5-story. So these all can be found in the master plan. Okay. So this is actually a house zooming. So sometimes a lot of agents will ask me, hey Wilson, this piece of land, what is the maximum house that we can build? What is the maximum land? Okay, so you can take a look down here, right? We have the one in the center is called 2-story mixed landed. Okay, 2.5 story mixed landed. Means that this area, right, you can build semi-D, you can build inter-terrace. And the maximum height you can go, right, is 2.5. Okay, 2.5 story. On the right hand side, you see another one, right, is 3.5 mixed landed. 3.5 means that this area we can build more than 3-story, and it's a mixed landed, means that you can build inter-terrace and corner terrace and also semi-D. All right, the one roughly in the center, right, you can take a look, right, he say 3-story semi-detached only. 3-story semi-detached means that this area we only can build semi-D. All right, nothing can be built, and you can build up to 3-story. All right, so this is the master plan that we can help you. Okay, all right, this drawing, right, this photo you will see, right, those red in color one is all belong to conventional house. Means that this type of house, right, when you mark it, you must know this house can be rebuilt or not, this house can be A and A or not. All right, so this is the master plan, and on top there is the website of the URA. So you can check inside the website and take a look whether the listing that you're going to sell, right, is actually belong to this conventional house, and whether it can be A and A or not. So this all the information, I think for private sector is important to know all those like rule and regulation. Okay, so this is belong to the shop house. Okay, so this is type of development. Okay, in Singapore there's 3 type. Okay, of building, how we build house. Okay, so the first type we call this type of development. Okay, so for this type, right, we call new erect. Another word we call rebuild. Okay, rebuild. So for rebuild, right, we need to have a bomb shelter inside the house. Okay, bomb shelter inside the house. And rebuild, right, we can build a maximum. Maximum on the, if let's say this house, right, the mixed landed is 3.5, we can build all the way to 3.5. Okay, so this one we call that rebuild. We tear down, we redo everything again. Okay, for this one we call reconstruct. Okay, normally reconstruct is for people, right? The land, the land is, I mean, the building is quite big, especially they have 3-story, and they want to add in another half story. So they do in reconstruct, means that we remove all the wall, we keep the 50% of the base. Normally we keep all the pillar. So for second story, we can add another 1.5. All right. For 3-story, we can also add another half story. But reconstruct is not advisable for 1-story because 1-story you cannot do reconstruct. Because if you run story, right, we remove everything. It might be the structure cannot hold 3.5 story. Okay, so for first one, those like one house, 1-story one, right, we cannot do reconstruct. Must redo everything. All right. So for reconstruct, right, first of all, you can build more than 50%. Secondly, we don't need to do the bomb shelter, household shelter. But of course, we need to submit for a waiver by this civil defense. All right, for this reconstruct. So this is the most common that we will see is called A and A. Normally A and A, right, is for owner that they are okay with the space. They just want to add in another toilet or they want to add in another room. Okay, so for A and A, right, we only can build 50% of the GFA. Example, now the built-in is 2,000. We can only build another extra 1,000. So total is 3,000. So, dear brother and sister, so sometimes you bring owner go and viewing house, right? When they ask you, at least you take a look, you can give them option. Okay, if let's say they are a small family and they don't need to have a big space, right? Then of course they can actually go for A and A. If let's say they want to invest plus want to stay, right? Then they can go for rebuild. I think this knowledge is good that you can actually coordinate. I mean, connect with your owner, so you can actually have some discussion with them. I think this would be good. All right, so I'm going to cover a bit of authority, right, requirement. So at least we know that what type of thing you should know. Okay, so this is a very serious thing. It's called a asbestos, right? It's actually any building built before 1991. Any building built before 1991, right? Please be careful of this asbestos because it's very, very poison. So if let's say is the building is very old, right? We need to take one piece, right, to go for testing to test whether got asbestos or not. If let's say there's asbestos inside, right, then we need to ask for special people to come down and remove. Okay, the special people is how special I show you. Alright, it's like now you see this one must 包个咪咪 because this asbestos right once you 呼吸进去 like you breathe in only right then your lung will start to be damaged, so this is very important. So sometimes you go and view house if you see the house is very old one before 1991, you better be careful. Okay, so if let's say tested this house got asbestos, right? So what we do, we will call the specialist come down to remove piece by piece and cover up properly and wear properly, and they will actually throw it in the special way. Okay, so this one please take note. The BCA actually treat this very seriously because some builder they don't know, right? They just take and they just throw. Then you have a big problem on that. Easily you can penalty for 20,000-30,000 on that. All right, so there's. Okay, so this is called the different guideline, right? We have this side bag cover and this envelope control. Okay, so I'd like to share with you. So last on my left hand side, right, will be last time government approved. Okay, the government approved, right? Actually, they want a side bag on the third story, on the corner area, on the side area. So you see those last time landed house, right? You always got a side bag. Got a side bag inside. But recently, right, I think 1 year ago, the government have way off this rule already. So all the house can be flat, can be straight together. All right. Yeah. So this is actually the new rule of the BCA. So this is actually a two-story development. Means that when the master plan show you two-story, right? This is the maximum you can build. Okay, all the way 12 meter. All right, and the first story, right? You can go up to 8.5 if you want. 8.5. Okay, if you want to do that. And why high ceiling is good for living area? Because you can do loft inside. Some people, right? They divide by 2, right? They add in the GFA. So you know the GFA will be very big. Example, if let's say your down floor is 1,005 square feet, and you add a loft, right, you can easily add another 1,000 square feet in the first story loft. Yeah, so the GFA will be bigger. So nowadays, right, the government never control already. So they actually approve us 2-story, you can build all the way up to 12 meter. All right. For this is actually a 3-story, right? Yeah, actually, sorry, it's not 3 stories, 3.5 story. Okay, actually, please change the next one. 3.5 story. We can go up to 15.5 meter. Okay, means that 15.5. So again, the government also, the BCA never actually control you. So the same thing, as long the first to third story you divide to 12 meter, on top the antique, right, you must give a 3.5 meter, 3.5. So again, today, if you let's say you bring an owner, right, to see the house, you can explain to them. If let's say this is the 3.5 development, right, you can tell them that this one can build all the way to 15.5 meter. All right, so this is belong to 3.5. Okay, so this is actually the side back of the house. Okay, so you can see, right, this is called the root reserve. So if let's say you're under Cat 1, Cat 1 must side back 24 meter. Normally it's in expressway. Okay, yeah, this one Cat 2 is a major one, 12 meter. Normally in Singapore, right, our landed normally is 7.5. Normally 7.5 meter. Okay, Cat 3, Cat 4, and Cat 5 almost is out there already. Okay, so below part will be the type of building. The side and rear will be 3 meter for grass bungalow. Bungalow will be 2 meter. All right. So again, gentlemen, right, this root reserve is important because when the owner buy the land, right, if let's say they want to rebuild, if let's say they have a root reserve red line down there, right, sometimes we need to give back to the government. Okay, so please be careful on this type of root reserve because normally in Bukit Timah there's a lot. I don't know whether you see some landed house in Bukit Timah. No, the house is just in front is actually a road already. Yeah, so sometimes this type of house, right? They have this type of root reserve. Okay, so please take note of that. Okay, gentlemen, those people cannot see my slide, right? Please go to Ashley there and look for her. The name list there, Ashley Chan. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ashley,
yeah.
what you can do is that you can stop presenting and then re-present again, and then it will be highlighted again. And for those of you who didn't pin, please pin her in. Okay. Because somebody just now didn't turn off the mic,
Okay, so I
so that
restart
was
again.
the issue.
I restart, is it?
No, we can. It's okay. Ashley just need to stop share and then share again can already.
Oh, okay,
But the
okay.
slide is always there lah, so you can continue. And for those of you who still didn't turn off your mic, I will be removing you from this meeting room. So make sure you mute your mic. Okay. And Wendy Chai just go and press present. So I will remove Wendy Chai from this chat. Sorry. Okay. So Ashley, you have to press present again. Okay, it's coming up.
Okay, all right. Okay, so this is actually I'm going to cover some. Why actually I share this type of knowledge, right? Is because this is important, because this is the actually those like rule and regulation, right? So this is all those common question the owner will ask. Okay, so I hope that after this sharing, right, at least we are prepared to answer. Okay, so for this is actually a good class mangrove. So sometimes owner will ask me, this piece of land can I build a mangrove? Okay, for a mangrove, right, we need at least 400 square meter to build. The land have to be 400 square meter. For good class mangrove, at least we need 1,004 square meter, 1,004. Okay, so you can build the building coverage, right? For mangrove is 50%. Okay, 50%. You cannot like mangrove cannot build like semi-D, only side back 2 meter, because mangrove they need to have more land. Okay, so in Singapore they control that. For a good class mangrove, right, you only can cover the building of 40%. That's why you see a good class mangrove, right? You can see that wow, they have a lot of greenery. It's because we control on that. BCA control on that. Okay, so this is just some information that you can actually just take note lah, huh? Okay, so this belong to the building covers. All right, so this is called development charge. I think this one is a bit very confused, because a lot of agents sometimes they don't know. They will ask, hey, listen, I built this one, built that one. Do I need to pay any more development charge? Okay, so let me explain, gentlemen. If today you tear down a semi-D, you build back a semi-D, right? You don't need to pay anything. All right, you don't need to pay anything. Okay, today you tear down a terrace house, you build back one terrace house, you don't need to pay money for this development charge. Okay, you tear down a mangrove, you do back a mangrove 1 unit, also don't need pay. Okay, this development charge will come in only for one mangrove become 2 unit of house. Example, one mangrove become one pair of semi-D. Then of course you need to pay this development charge. And always agent will ask me, how much is the development charge? Okay, this one we won't know one. And please also don't go and tell the owner agak-agak, because sometimes the agak-agak might cost 500,000. Okay, so when will owner know when they apply and they go and apply for permit and they actually apply to the BCA? So normally this architect and consultant will know. That will be the stage when they actually put in the drawing for submission. Then we will know one. Okay, from outside, if let's say without any submission, right, we won't know how much you're going to spend for the management charge. Okay, so please remember, don't give advice on this. It might be very troublesome. If let's say we say something wrong, right, then we're going to be in trouble. Okay, so please be careful of this. Okay, so this is some of these building just line, right? Okay, for good class mangrove, right, is 18.5 width. The width has to be 18.5. Mangrove is 10. Semi-detached is 8. Like I mentioned, right, the in frontage has to be 8. Okay, side by side 70 is 10. So for terrace house, right, is only 6 terrace house. But for corner terrace is also 8 meter. The frontage. The frontage. Okay, the depth have to be for good class mangrove have to be 30. The rest is okay. The rest is okay. So again, on the totally right hand side, right, you can see, right, to build a semi-D, right, the minimum square feet of the land size have to be 200 square meter. 200 square meter. So sometimes you see the developer buy the land, you know, just nice 201 square meter. Means the land is only around 2001 or 2002. Okay, so this is the minimum land that actually we need to buy, right, if you want to build a semi-D. Okay, of course, for a terrace house, right, you need only 80 square meter. Normally, some terrace house, right, you will see the land is only 1,004 or 1,006. So 80 meter, right, well, you can actually build a terrace house already. So this is all the basic thing that actually everyone can take notes. Okay, yeah. All right, so this is actually called swivel. This is called the swivel line. Okay, this is very important, gentlemen. This one you must know. Okay, this is called manhole. Sometimes you step in the house, right? You will see the manhole, like a round color one with metal one. That one is called manhole. If you see the square one, right, the one is called IC. IC doesn't matter because IC is actually serve the house. Manhole different. Manhole actually serve the whole area there. Okay. So you take a look, brother and sister, you take a look, right? You see from this drawing, you can see the small little red thing, I mean the round thing, red color one, round. Round one. Okay, round thing. Okay, so the round one is called manhole. So be careful, if let's say the manhole is inside the house, right, then you must take note already. Why? Because if the manhole inside the house, right, we are not allowed to go over the manhole. So it means that if we build, we need to stop down there. Right? If let's say the manhole is in the center of the house, right, we build in the center of the house, we must stop already. Right? We cannot actually build over. All right. So normally when you sell the house, right, you have to check whether the manhole is where. Because I got owner complain to me and they're very angry because when they buy the house, right, the agent never tell them the manhole is inside the house, and they actually spend around 200 over thousand just to shift the manhole. Okay. So manhole can be shift, but you need to be every corner. You need to have one manhole. So you take a look at this photo, right? You can see the manhole, right? The silver line is in the center, but we shift the manhole up. Then we come down again. You saw that in the center part one. So that's why the house can go all the way behind. Okay, so this manhole, please take notes. This is the most important thing. For us builder, right, before we build the house, right, this is the most important thing that we need to know before we can build and to quote the price to the owner. Okay, because this one can cost another extra 200,000 just because of the manhole. Okay, so this is called this drainage reserve line, those longkao, Sorry, my Angmo not very good, I'm a broken English. Bear with my English, okay? So, some house, right, beside they have one drainage one and got the longkao, So sometimes owner don't know this longkao is belong to whose one. This drainage belong to us or belong to the government. So again, sometimes it's belong to the government, right? We have this called drainage reserve line. Drainage reserve line means that if you rebuild, we need to give back the land size to the government, Yeah, so this one all is also quite important. So you can check on this SIA, all right, or under this PUB one. We call that this drainage reserve line. Okay, so again, take a look at this picture, right? Okay, the yellow one this is actually a 6th Avenue. So you see, this is actually a root reserve. Means that if they rebuild the house, right, we need to shift back to the red line there, or shift back to the red line there. So sometimes, gentlemen, right, how you know that this area got root reserve or not? Very simple. You just take a look the sideway, the sideway. When you see the house, right, you see the beside, they got built house or not. If let's say they got a built house, right, you will see whether they will side back or not. If they will side back, right, means that this area, right, we need this root reserve. If no side back, means that we are safe. Okay, so I think this is very good because this will I think this will add in a lot of value when you actually bring owner will take a look. So I think this is a good thing, yeah. All right, so this is a railway protection line, railway protection line. I think nowadays this one not much lah. This one is the 北恰 law, not the 回家. I think not much, but also must take note lah. Take note. All right, this is called a railway protection line. So same thing. If let's say this area is reserved for this railway, means that next time the 一带一路the 回家 want to pass through Singapore, they need to use then you must give back But I think this one not so. I think won't lah. But of course you must know lah. Just this is all the LTA rule and regulation. So as a builder, I must let you know. Okay, so this is some of the agency that we need to involve if we build a house. Okay, like M Park National Park, they take care of these the tree, make sure outside the tree, you don't kill the tree. Some owners say, the tree is down there, so I want to take it, remove, you remove, you jialat, because they got take picture one, they got always go and see one, So I got one customer, right, he thought that government don't know, he go and put poison, then the tree, remove, then kena samban, because they actually got go survey one, every month they go and check one, this tree 1 month ago is okay, but how come now die, then the owner kena. Okay, also national park, they take care of this type of tree. Okay, for NEA, right, they actually water pump, pump, swimming pool, the pump on the go where. So sometimes you heard, I don't know whether brother and sister you heard before horrible story. Some builder they build a house really cannot TOP. Some builder they build house really cannot TOP. Why? Because this builder never go and upgrade the information. Alright, so like the grand gauge is here, the rainwater no run pipe go to the main hole there, you see. So NEA also will check all the mosquito like the clutter. Sometimes they actually hide the behind part of the yard area, they cover up, they put a cutter. Then down there got the 蚊子, got this mosquito. So NEA can check. Alright, the last part will be civil defense. Civil defense will check what the bomb shelter and also your fire alarm. Alright. Yeah, if let's say your house is more than 3-story, right, then you need to have this civil defense to come down. If below 3-story, right, you don't need civil defense. So this is some technical thing that let's let you know. Okay, so building that won't require for approval, building that don't need approval. Okay, so sometimes agent will ask me, listen, to do this one, I need to approve now, do that one, need approve. Okay, so let me share with you, gentlemen, what is the thing that we don't need to inquire for approval. Okay, things like you need to improve your window will be bigger, this one no problem. Or you want to actually train your gate lah, train your facade lah, then you want to like painting work lah, train window. This one also don't need the URA approved one. Okay, we only need to give submission when there's GFA involved. GFA means that you're going to build the GFA more. Then this one we need to submit. Or like loft lah, extra loft lah, then we need to submit. On top of that, right, nothing need to submit, okay? We just treat this as a renovation work, it's like a reno work like that. Okay, so this is a building that you don't need to actually require BCA approved, okay, BCA approved. Okay, so things like aircon lah, enclose the balcony lah, replace boundary wall lah, this one all don't need, okay? Alright, so again, to retrieve, sometimes you sell house, right? I don't know whether you all have received, like owner will ask you, sorry, this one is approved by the URA, that one is approved by BCA. Sometimes we don't know, we cannot answer, right? Okay, so you can actually retrieve the approved plan, alright, from URA and from BCA. It's around $30 to $50 around there, okay? So you can go and check online, alright? Yeah, go to the website and check online. Of course, you need to have the owner IC front and back with the signature, okay? And properties tax. You will see something like that, or you will see something like that. Okay, so you will see something like that, then you will check whether this structure got approved or not, that structure approved, because some owner worried. So I think as an agent, it's also very important to understand when you go inside and take a look at this house, right, you already know that which structure is approved, which structure is not approved. Alright, so you are more professional. So I think your buyer will feel that you are very power, you know everything. Yeah, so this is to tell you that you can retrieve this plan, right, from this BCA. Okay, so this is another structure plan. Also will tell you this structure is approved. Because some owner they buy already, then they know that, hey, how come this one is not approved? Then you never tell me. Then we start to have problem. Okay, the most horrible part is before completion, then the owner found out, then then a lot of things need to talk, a lot of things need to negotiate. Okay, so this is all those approved plan you can find in BCA. Also, this is approved architecture plan that you can find from the website. Okay, so gentlemen, right, you can take a look at this photo, right? Okay, so remember, you take a look, right? A lot of people always want to cover behind, right? Cover behind. Okay, so this one is not approved. Okay, the reason why we cannot cover behind, right, is because some backyard, right, we have manhole. Okay, manhole is a very toxic area. There's one time the Makala opened the manhole straight after the manhole gas come out. He straight go inside his nose straight. After I think few days he died, pass away. Because why? the manhole is very toxic, because it's all those very dirty thing down there one. So we are not allowed to cover up the behind part there. Okay, so you take a look at, if let's say there's any structure behind the yard, right, it's all not approved one now, it's not approved. So sometimes owner asks you, right, either the seller will remove away or either the owner will just buy. A buyer will just buy, what is it lah? Okay, but normally this type of side back thing, no people will go and complain one. Normally no people will take will say anything one, unless your neighbor don't like you, then he go and complain. Okay, if not, right, I see a lot of people cover up, normally bo tai ji one but please don't share this video up, because they be say can look for me. Okay, I just saying that if you go a lot of area and see, right, sometimes they just cover up behind. Okay, so this is all is cannot do one. This is a no. Okay, yeah. So when you see this one, right, you have to let your owner know that this is not a legal building structure. All right, nothing is allowed to build behind structure or on the side back there. Okay, so this is the topo survey plan. This is so very, very important. As a builder, right, before we build the house, right, we will actually topo first. Topo first. Topo to know where is the silver line, where is the IC, which the land, right, is belong to who one, Recently, got one case, right, the owner or the neighbor, right, keep on write letter to BCA, say that we have eat in his place just by I think 100 mm. So the owner not very sure. Keep on complain. Luckily we have this topo plan, right, to show them, so we are safe. Okay, so as a builder, right, we always want to have a topo plan before we start the quotation, also before we start to build the house. Okay, so this is a very important information you must know. A topo survey plan. So when sometime owner asks you, hey, Mr. Tan, hey, my house, how you can tell them without a topo plan, right, no people can give you the costing. Okay, so this is important, please bear in mind. Okay, so this is just to share with you, right, who are the person that will involve and grow. Okay, architect will involve on the architect area, like to design the frontage, to design the layout plan. All right, and for rebuild and reconstruct, you need the architect. Okay, rebuild and reconstruct, you need an architect. For A&A, we don't need architect A&A. Okay, A&A, all you need to do is just to have a PE, a structure design can ready. This PE, right, they will design the beam, the column of the house. Okay, so only A&A, right, you don't need architect. Of course, you need to have contractor. Okay, contractor is like us, ReztNRelax. Okay, we help to manage the construction site and also the subcon, also to build the house. Okay, so this is important. Then we have this technical control who sign all the document, and we have a PE, M&E, plumbing and electrical work, and also surveyor and RTO. All right, so this is some of these basic role that actually when we build a house, right, this is all the personal people were involved. Okay, so now I cover a bit of costing, yeah? Okay, to build a house, how much it costs you, roughly how much, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so roughly like that, So for rebuild, right, you need to have an architect, yes. Normally the fee will be 40 to 60,000. After that, you need to have a PE around 30,000, and the ME PE, right, the consultant fee around 20,000. Okay, so this is just paperwork. Haven't started work yet. It's around 100K for a rebuild. For construction cost, around 4,000 square feet is around 1.5 and above. 4,000, around 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, around 1.5. Okay, for reconstruct, yes, you need a PE. Also, you need a architect. All right, but AME and PE will be the price will be cheaper because it's not rebuilt. All right, so again for reconstruct is around 1 to 2 mil. Okay, 1 to 2 mil. The last one will be A&A. Okay, A&A you don't need an architect unless owner requirement. If not, we don't need. So A&A the PE maybe cost you another 20K. ME around 5K. Okay, and A&A, right, it can be below 1 mil. But also the same thing, if let's, I actually done a mango before, just A&A, right, is around 3 mil. Okay, so below 1 mil, right, we're talking about around 3 to 4,000 square feet, around there. Okay, so for A&A is below 1 mil. So this is a roughly guide. You can actually sometimes talk to the owner, because I understand a lot of landed owner, right, will always think of the building cost. Hey, I buy this land, how much I need to spend for this, spend for that, right? So this is a rough guide, a rough guide. Okay. Later on, I will show you more detail about cost. Okay, how come the cost come out this way so high? Okay, so later on, I will actually explain to everyone. Okay. All right. So this is the first segment. The first segment of this landed talk is I cover all those like those technical thing and some inquiry or like the HTTP your BCA rule and regulation. Okay, so again you can just text on the message there, right? Mr. Liao will keep on reply, and also Gloria will reply. Just give us some time, okay? All right, so I will just carry on the second section. Lester, can second section, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
So we have 247 of you here. Just a gentle reminder, do not press present button so that we don't interrupt each other. And if you cannot see the slide, just exit and come back again. All right. So over to you, Wilson. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so this is going to help everyone to the 14 to take note to buy a house, rent a house. Okay, so again, just now I'm going to recommend myself or to everyone again. All right, give me around few minutes. Okay, so basically we are ReztNRelax Interior. We market for 20 years. Okay, so we are ID. We build house. Yeah, and also we actually have this lifetime warranty. So a lot of owner will ask me, what is lifetime warranty? Lifetime warranty means that actually we actually provide all the warranty for those like the hinges, everything. Actually, second page. Sorry, just give me some time. Sometime the online a bit slack. So sorry about that. Okay, so basically we build house and also we are ID. All right, so why if the owner choose ReztNRelax to do the house is much more easier because we have builder and also we have ID. So normally ID and builder we actually build together. All right. So when we build at that time, right, we already know that where to put the wardrobe and where to put the sink. Because sometimes I do some developer house, right? After they done up ready, right, then they can look for ID, right? A lot of things we do redo again sometimes. Okay, sorry, I let S3 come back again. Yeah, so sometimes the house, right, you build is 1% and ID is 1%, another 1%, right? Sometimes will be quite jialat because why after build ready, right, we need to redo something again, need to hack the wall again. Yeah. Okay, so basically ReztNRelax be market for 20 years and we have lifetime warranty and we have also this insurance bond. Okay, what is insurance bond? Okay, as you know, right, some I think few years ago, a lot of company closed down and the money just go away. Okay, so insurance bond, right, we actually buy insurance for owner. Anything happen to own us, right, we pay back this insurance bond deposit. Okay, and we also ISO company and we also Singapore Auditor Award brand and case trust also. Okay, and we're actually a BCA approved lesson for built houses. Okay, we have our own lesson. Okay, so this is me. I'm Wilson, a co-founder of ReztNRelax. We've been 20 years. I got 5 kids, 1 boy, 4 girl, and I also an RCA member. RCA member means that a renovation contractor material associate. There's only left one associate in Singapore who take care of all the renovation complaints. All right, but this is a non-profit. It's a non-profit associate. It's all no profit one. It's actually a private one. Also, we help owner to settle problem. Okay, the last time there's this scam case, right? Then the owner can look for us, so we help them to settle. We are actually the member of RCMA. So this is my partner John Fu. Okay, same thing, also 20 years. Yeah, so we actually is kampong friend. We know each other when we actually only 7-8 years old. So we actually work together and we be partner for around 20 years. 20 years, yeah. Okay, so this is our builder lesson. Class 2 builder lesson that we actually can build condo. And I'm not condo. I hope I can build condo next time. We build house, mangrove and semi-D also. Yeah. So we actually is a builder. All right, then we have some award, Singapore Quality Award, Brand Award. Okay. And we just done up a Chen Shu Wan house, 9,000 square feet detached house. Also, we done up this songwriter Ling Tai. Actually, is a 中国好声音. Yeah, so she just bought the HDB in Marine Parade. It's a 40 years old house, so we done up the house also. So this is some of our info that we done up. Alright, so again, we'll explain a bit. Okay, so this road reserve just I cover already a bit. Cover the road reserve. So this is a small area, remember. Okay, house zooming, topo. Alright, so this one we cover already. Okay, so I'm going to share with everyone. Yesterday, right, I don't know whether anyone got joined our this consumer fair. Okay, this is actually, I speak to consumer, right? Okay, so I will explain, right, for new erect, what type of owner should do a new erect house. Okay, so normally owner that want to invest and want to stay in, then they can buy this, they can do this new erect. Okay, so in consumer talk, right, I will cover this part to let owner to understand now what type of development they should go. So I will tell them that first, right, for new erect, right, for owner that want to stay and also want to invest, so they can actually go for this new erect because the this GFA will grow up and the price will come out also. All right, so this is what I explain in this the consumer talk. Then I will explain about this type 2 reconstruction. Owner that okay with the size and don't want to spend so much money, they can go for reconstruction. Like you take a look the photo below. From 2-story, they do reconstruction. They add another 1.5. Okay, they add another 1.5. So they're okay with the size down there. So you can do for reconstruct. You can save a bit of money with that. And the type of owner, right, they will go for A and A. Means that they are okay with the GFA. They just want to add in toilet and in one more room. That's all. Alright, so this is for that the type of owner that want to go for A and A1. Okay, so just I cover about this already, the costing. Okay, so gentlemen, right, this is what I'm going to help everyone here. Okay, in ReztNRelax, right, we give free report to all AAG agent. Okay, example, you got this house, you take a look on the left-hand side. This house is very run down. And the buyer cannot visualize what is the potential of this house. Okay, we will help you to do a 3D, all right? And we also help you to write down the price of rebuild and also A and A and reconstruct. Okay, and we also will put in some 3D below. So at least when your buyer come, right, you can show them what is the potential house this house can be actually be constructed. Okay, so this is all free for AAG agent. It's a very thank you for everyone. So all you need to do, right, is just to send me the name and the name of the address and also your name card, so I can put the name card inside this a photo, so you can do for marketing. You can post in Facebook, you can use all online. Okay, so this is all free. All right, so I will give you the report again, the size and also the price. Okay, yeah, all I need is the photo. Steady, direct steady. Okay. All right, so you can take a look at the left hand side one. Wow, quite jialat lah. The intermediate house. Then we can rebuild until like that. Okay, so you can at least show buyer some design, you see, so at least they can see lah something lah. If not, we just say house talk lah. Like sometimes 没有话题讲嘛。我觉得 sorry I speak Chinese， 所以我觉得有这个会很好。You can mingle and talk like connect with owner. I think it's a good thing lah. So we can help you to do on that. Thank you, steady. Okay, so now we play some game, gentlemen. Okay, you heard before sometimes those Alibaba builder. I say why I call Alibaba builder. Some builder they anyhow say one. Hey, per square feet, I tell you, I can sell you 150, 180. Some say 200. So gentlemen, right, what make the building cost expensive? Okay, remember, what make the building cost expensive? Okay, so we call this the building structure. Okay, building structure. Okay, so gentlemen, now we play a game. Can anyone tell me A, B, and C, which one is below 1 mil? These three structure, which one below 1 mil? Anyone? A, B, and C. A C or B Okay. Actually is the answer is what? No, actually the answer is B. Okay, you know why B or not? You see the structure very simple. You see, window compared to window. You compare the B window and A window. Which window bigger? So you see A, right, is all glass, right? Wow, they want it. They want high glass on the glass, all 2 meter, 3 meter one. So you see the B, the window like BTO like that. Oh, the C also worse than BTO. So actually, building cost, right, is actually involved with the building structure. It depends the structure, what structure you want. Okay, so owner, you want the house to be below 1 mil, right? Cannot be lah. B is 1 mil. Oh, glass is much more expensive. Glass is very expensive. Okay, so you see the A, wow, the gate outside got marble, right? See, got marble, right? Then you see the B and C, the outside is what? Just painting only, paint over, because it's using concrete, correct? So, building cost, right, come with a structure. Okay, so structure also involves the building cost. Okay, so you can see these 3 different types. So if let's say the owner say, I can build below 1 mil, yeah, show the B picture. This is 1 mil. Why glass is expensive? Because glass need to be fireproof one. Hard to install. Cement, the labor very cheap. Okay. Okay, report normally take 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. Okay. You take a look at this one, A and B. You see, the A, the window, like the target board, small. Then some of the window not center one, left, right one. Or you see the B architect, wow, B architect different. You see, all the house, the windows switch one, pair by pair. You see, even the windows very big. So this is also belong to the structure. Okay, the structure. You can see the A, the structure is cheaper. Why? You see the window, you see it's all just paint over. And you see the top, you see the top roof, the B bigger, the A very small, the top. Okay, so this is all cost. Okay, so what actually add in to be the cost higher, expensive, right? Is because of the structure. Structure. Okay, the first one is structure. Okay, so this structure you see, structure is just cement, without anything, just cement, just bead, like that only. Like you eat the fried rice, kosong fried rice, then you want to put what, then you add in. So structure, the price is around there, 130 to 160 per foot run, 130 to 160, just building structure without anything. Okay, so the price is quite straightforward. Okay, for a structure cost. Okay. Yeah, so structure is like cement only lah. Cement, then we build the beam, build the slab. This is all structure, building structure. All right. The second one involved, right, is the material. Okay, gentlemen, the A and the B got different. Can you tell me A is what? B is marble, right? You can see, right? So A is what? A is marble. Okay, so A is called homogeneous. A. Or A is homogeneous. B is marble. Okay, so you see, again, how can the Alibaba contractor know what the owner want to use? So sometimes they just throw the price 180, 200. All right, you see, for A, right, if let's say the owner choose A homogeneous, and the owner choose B marble, right, it's different. Or it's different. It's a different thing. Okay, so material structure also involved of the cost. All right, after the building structure, the second part is called material structure. It will also involve the cost. So this is 2 costs you must take note. So this is the manhole. Just I mentioned to you, right? Manhole. You see, manhole you kena you need to dig longkao, you know. The right hand side one, right, is actually IC. The right hand side is IC. The IC you can change, you can shift, no problem. But manhole cannot. Manhole you cannot put the tiles on top. You have to be like that. So you cannot cover anything above the manhole. It's wrong. It's a no. So this is what you're going to see if the house got manhole and the agent don't know, then sell to the owner, right? This is what you will see. You're going to dig a 2-meter down swivel all the way down 2 meter, and it's going to cost you 200,000 minimum. That's why the owner 跳起来 because he don't expect to pay another 200,000 to dig this manhole. Okay, so please remember, I hope that after this workshop, right, everyone will become more professional and more power. When you sell landed, you are successful, you know what to do. I think this is very good. So beware of this. I put the big word beware because this manhole, silver line. You see this photo, right? You see the manhole is the red line. So it means that if today owner buy the house, right, they only can build before the red line. because the manhole is there. All right, so no choice. This owner need to shift the manhole to outside, and they're going to connect. So we can build all the way behind, all the way behind. All right, so this is what I'm going to tell you. If let's say the manhole you see is inside the house, right, then you need to be careful. Yeah. The red line is called silver line. The silver line. The silver line belong to everyone. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you, right, why must owner invest? Okay, in my consumer talk, right, I will explain this one. Most of the owner after listen to this, right, wow, they're very happy, they're very dirty, they're very hot, they want to buy landed house because I'll share with them the facts why buy landed is good. Okay, so example, gentlemen, this is a case study. This is actually one story. It's a 3,003 square feet. The land is 229. Okay, the land size is 229. It's around 3,200 square feet. So after we go submission, we propose the built-in to be 567 square meter. It's around 6,000 square meter. Okay, 6,000 square meter. Okay. So after we done already, so we increase the GFA. All right. So yesterday I tell owner about this in the consumer talk. Wow, they are so excited. Okay, so you can took like from the first story, right? We become like that. So this is a 3.5 mixed landed. Okay, take a look on the right hand side. The original built-in is 191 square meter. Okay, the additional built-in right is 376. So total right, we built up is 567. Wow! So from 191 we increase to 567. Okay, so rebuild is good. Why? Because you increase the GFA, your value will go up. Okay, so how much after we done all this right? We go for this we call that this 估价 valuation, is it? Yeah. So the price come out. Okay, I show you a picture. You see, the land the owner buy 275 or 275. Okay, the construction cost is 1.5. So total for this house is around 4.25. So the owner need to take bank valuation for bank loan. So the bank right give the owner 5.2. So means that brother and sister, if today there's one buyer willing to come out 5 mil means that this owner right straight earn the 800,000. I'm right to say that. So yesterday when I have this consumer talk wow, the owner see this picture they see this number wow, all very kanchong. Oh yeah, can wow, so they are like wow, very good like that like they are very like 有希望then they think that wow, landed really because landed I told them the cost will go up because there's not much land in Singapore. Okay, so yesterday our consumer talk is around have 500 over people, around 500. Very successful. I hope that I can have one consumer talk for AAG group also. Or if can, right, we can arrange one day, right, to do consumer talk for this landed also. You can invite all your customer come, your owner come. All right, then I can explain this to them as a party I help you all to 的华语叫做山什么山什么火山间捡火let the owner 听了then very 热情哇they cannot tahan already they want to buy. Alright, so I hope that we can do one more for AAG. Okay, so this is again just now we say about this we say about the 3D, right? This is what you're going to see, gentlemen. Okay, example, right? Your picture, you send me the picture, old picture. The left hand side is a 1 story. After that, I help you to do artist impression 3.5. I give you the report. Okay, option 1, how much it costs you. Option 2, option 3, how much. Okay, and plus some ID work. So this is what you get for the report. Okay, for report, it take around 3 to 5 days. Okay, 3 to 5 days. Or to do this report, I also need this because the report, right, I have to follow the master plan. I cannot suka just put 1 3-story. If let's say your house only can build 2-story, I go and put 3-story, then something wrong, then you get in trouble. Okay, so I must make sure the master plan is 准 one and also can build the size. Okay, so this is the actual that the owner can really build. Okay, so this report I will give to you and you can show to your buyer. Steady. Okay or not like that? At least the buyer got something to see at least can see something that we can talk. This one like that. Okay, so remember gentlemen for AAG group, right, just remember if you need any site visit, please let us know. Okay, please let us know. Me, Mr. Yao, and also Gloria, right, will help you everything. Okay, so now we talk about ID. Okay, so ID also one of the costs. Okay, so you see, take a look at this master toilet. This is a master toilet. All right, this master toilet got 2 sink, 2 WC, 2 shower area. So this is also why the price will shoot up because of ID work. ID work easily if you do a show freight ID easily for 3.5 story can cost you 600,000. So owner always don't know one. They thought that ID very cheap, because ID you see so detailed, So again, right, I will tell owner yesterday my consumer fair I cover what? I cover why should you look for a rebuilt house. Before, if let's say you go for a rebuilt house, right, you can do exactly what you want, especially like this house, the behind part is the husband. The husband, the man cave, wow, got sofa, the jacuzzi. The in front part is the 老婆, just want to have yoga down there, you see. So for the consumer talk, right, I will let them know why must you do a new erect. So sometimes the agent tell me actually the owner just want it in. After the consumer talk, right, they consider review, consider from A&A, they consider. So I think you have more spec for you to sell the house. You can be A&A, you can be landed. Okay, so hopefully if the next date, right, we have this consumer event, right, hope that you can bring your owner down to this Zoom. I can explain to them. Okay, explain to them. Also, this is the ID. Yeah, you can take a look. Yeah, see. Also, ID cost also very high one. If you want to do sui, yeah. Okay, so why ReztNRelax? Let me explain to you why. Now, my people a bit Okay, firstly, I help owner to save costs. Yesterday, consumer fair, right, I tell them if I got 5 owner to let me do the house, right, we go China together because I buy the house from China very cheap. The price is very cheap, at least 50% cheaper than Singapore. Okay, so the most important thing, right, is to tell the consumer, you let us do as a bulk, I can buy the marble together, then the price will be lower. Okay, so cost saving for marble and for tiles also. So this I all the way go to China. No, this area very ulu one. I think that time I go, I'm only the Singaporean go. That side all Bolang one is not easy to find one. It's those kampong inside one. Oh, like to go to Jurong Port buy fish like that, but fish you don't know how to choose down here we got people have to choose because you pay them every month. I pay this guy monthly salary, right? He helped me to source a good marble, so we can save a lot of cost. Oh, and why is cheap? Because the China buy raw material from Europe. Okay, China never produce marble one. They buy the material from Europe. You take a look on the right hand side. It's actually a very raw material. And then after that, in China they cut. They cut ready, then they bring to Singapore. That's why it save a lot of money. We not only save the tiles and also the marble, we also save the cutting cost. Cutting cost. So again, gentlemen, right, to build a house, right, structure is one of the costing can kill us. Material also material. That's why we save a lot in material. Why? Because in China we can buy the material from China. So it's like Taobao, we buy from the factory. We don't need any retail to mark up. If not, the marble from China come to retail come to Singapore come to ID come to builder. When come to owner hand, jialat. 6 times already. That's why we actually take direct. So this is the cutting cost. It's very, very cheap. In Singapore, right, it's 40 to 70, the cutting cost plus this marble. But in China, less than $20. Okay, less than $20. Okay? So we save on the cutting cost. Alright, also nowadays, right, we actually have this new system called Jeep Track. You can take a look, gentlemen, right? On top, the yard area, right, for this landed, right, we can use a Jeep Track to cover. And this is a grey area. So in case next time you got owner, they say, wow, this balcony very sayang, what can I cover? We can tell them you can use Jeep Track. Okay, Jeep Track. Because Jeep Track is a grey area. It's not a fixed item. Okay, so the BCA can't do anything. Alright, so far it's approved. You see, I take the video, you see, so actually it can actually come up. Wow. 1 piece 6 meter, very big. Okay, so this Jeep Track can do on balcony area. We can cover the behind. We also can up and down. Okay, so this is actually approved and it's a grey area. We can cover the backyard and balcony. OK， 好了，SDK。Okay, so gentlemen, right, today for AAG Group, right, we actually give you this this is called the site survey for everyone. All right, you can use this site survey voucher, right, to kind of look for us, and we can actually assist you from the owner haven't buy the house all the way until they buy the house. Okay, we are assist you about the land size, the build out cost, the inspection of the timber, and also the manhole. Okay, so this one is actually our special a special working partner with everyone here. Steady, steady. All right. Also, I hope that we can work closely. And please, gentlemen, please help me. Okay, because now, right, 下个月 to be very frank, to what will happen after 下个月 okay, when 下个月 open ready, right, this is my handphone and actually is my assistant. What will happen now, next month, even the lockup have opened up, right, the whole Singapore, right, have not enough contractor, okay, there's not enough contractor at all. So now contractor all choose ID, people that pay good pay master, right? Then the contractor will do the job. Okay, so gentlemen, right? If now you have customer in hand, haven't take key, please ask them to look for the. Please ask them to do the groundwork. Groundwork means that ask them to look for me. I help them to do the design, do the layout, and give them free 3D. Because now, right, is the right time to do the groundwork. Okay, so brother and sister, if now you got customer in hand, haven't take key, please ask them to look for us because we can help them to do the groundwork. And for today, right, we cover 4% to 6% for the commission. Okay, if let's say we close the deal, total sales, right, we'll give you 4 to 6%. Okay, 4 to 6%. All right, so hope that brother sister can help us. Please help ReztNRelax to go through this hard time because it's really not easy for us to break through because we can't meet customer at all. All right, so you need every brother sister down here, or please help us. If let's say in hand you got customer that actually have no take key, haven't take key but buy house already, right? Please, okay, you can actually recommend to us, okay? Please help us on that. Okay, so gentlemen, right, I have one more workshop coming up, okay? I will talk to boss. This workshop is called Space Constraint. Okay, space constraint. Okay, why is so important to know space constraint? Okay, because a lot of agents refer to me, tell me that when they bring owner to go and buy the house, right? Owner question them, 这个房间很小嘞，那个房间很小嘞，怎么办？怎么办？怎么办？Okay, so this space constraint, right, will also cover material. Okay, what is the latest materials in Singapore now? What can be overlaid? Okay, so you have this again a 1 hour course. We call that a space constraint and material course. It's a workshop. Okay, it's a workshop. So we will actually have a workshop coming soon. I will let boss know. Okay, and remember, dear brother and sister, right? We have a consumer fair on Sunday. This Sunday. Okay, this consumer fair is talking about condo. Okay, condo. We'll teach owner, right, what type of condo to buy and what type of design they use. Okay, so please invite your owner to come for this event on this coming Sunday. Later on, I will share to boss also. Okay, it's actually a consumer talk for those condo. Okay, owner that going to buy condo or they buy already. Okay, yeah. So this is actually this one will be the one. Okay, space planning and defect inspection. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to have this consumer talk on this coming Sunday. Okay, so that's all about it. All right, thanks for everyone. Thanks for arranging this time to me, especially Boss Lester. Thank you so much. I hope that this workshop can help everyone so you can actually have more information. Okay, so I just want to see how you all say because I think that sometimes if let's say you need a lot question, right, you can always text Mr. Yao lah. I don't know, boss okay or not. If boss okay, we can have a WhatsApp group. Okay, this WhatsApp group, right, is only talk about work. Don't need good morning, good night one. Just talk about work. Okay, so if you're okay, then I'll pass the handphone to boss. Then we see how. Then we can have a link. So anything you can ask about landed, right? You can actually ask down there, lah. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks a lot, and I really thank you very much. Okay, we are on time. Before 6 o'clock.
Okay,
thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you very much. I see that just now a lot of you already asked questions and the chat room they have really answered quite a fair bit of the questions. So before we close this channel, anybody would like to speak up and ask any questions, you can unmute your mic. We take 3 questions before we close it. Is it okay, Wilson?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so we just take 3 more questions. Anybody want to say anything? Just unmute your mic. Right, but of course, if your question will be regarding to specific your property and all the details, that one please take it offline with ReztNRelax. But we want to ask for question related to what he covered today, right? So more on the lesson. Okay, anybody? Feel free to unmute your mic.
Yes, Lester. Deborah here. May I ask about soil test?
Yep.
If say it's a neighbor house, neighbor is selling, existing neighbor has a property, but her neighbor is selling. So if the neighbor is selling the house, the new buyer needs to do a test again on the soil, or can take let's say from Mr. So and so who's staying next door, who has just done a soil test. Because from what I understand, if it's like very near, possibly you don't have to redo the soil test. Thank you.
Yeah. Gloria, can I answer that, Gloria?
Laura can unmute your mic.
Maybe let me answer this.
Yeah, Celia.
Okay. Okay, that's subject to engineer. Some engineer who willing to take soil report as a base to tabulate the structure. But some engineer will not want to take the chance because sometimes the soil at the neighbor could be different from the soil at this unit. So it depends on how confident is the engineer. If the engineer is confident enough and he done some building or some area, or some house in this area, he should be more or less know whether he's able to take the soil report at the neighbor. That's subject to engineer. Okay. Am I answering the question?
Mr. Liao, so you're saying that not necessarily can take the test of the immediate neighbor's house for soil test. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes, it's not.
Yes, understand. And how much roughly is the cost for doing this?
It's range from 1,002 to 1,008, depend on the size of the land.
For semi-D?
Semi-D,
Sorry, Liao, interrupt for a while. The soil test normally is 2008 to about 3,000 plus now the market rate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all. 2,800 to 3,000 for the whole soil test.
Yes, for inter terrace and semi-T 2008 to 3002. For those bungalow depends the size lah. So the surveyor will go down to the site, or you give the address, then they able to give you a quotation. No worries about that. We can introduce a soil test surveyor for you.
So they have to do this before they rebuild?
Yes, definitely.
So this will be required by the authority?
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so that's first question, a series of first question. So you unmute yourself and let's have a second question from the floor. To unmute yourself, you just tap on the screen. At the bottom, there will be a bar that appear, and you can just tap on the red microphone button. Any question from the floor regarding to what we learned today?
May I ask again another question if there's nobody else asking? Because I was trying to sell a landed property, say about 3,000 plus square feet land size, and I had problem because it was a single story, and a number of people actually were looking at the 2-story, even though they knew it's 1 story. They came to look. Roughly for that size of a single story landed, actually condition is movable lah. It's good condition to move in. But if the buyers want to add on another floor, roughly how much would that cost? Thank you.
Okay. For the construction cost, basically per square foot is about 250 to 280. Depends on the material that the owner choose. So you see the existing build up is first story is how much is existing build up. You add another story up, then multiply by 250.
Okay, so for costing question, maybe you can take it offline with the specific agent. We move on to the next question. Rina, you got something to ask?
Yes. Yeah, I'm really here. Can I know how much will it cost for the sewer line to be relocated in a bungalow house of about 8,000 square feet?
Firstly, Angoria. Firstly, we need to check whether the sewer line can be shifted or not. Yeah. So we must retrieve the plan from the PUB first, the SIP and DIP first. Yeah. So we can separate check.
Okay, thanks a lot. Understand. Okay.
Okay, one last question. One last question.
Hi. Steve here. Can I ask the question?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay. I have an owner who has two existing semi-D side by side. They bought two houses under two different names. One is under the son, one is under the mother. But they recently have plans to sell it together. But then that means the buyer must buy two units, right? But is there a way to submit to the URA to sell as one unit? That means join these 270 together. Anyway, the walls has been taken down, the central wall.
Okay, first thing, I think if you want to do that, the title to be joined into one first. The title is still under two names. That means you still it's a separate plot by itself under different names. Yeah. So I think if you sell like that, means it's still considered two plots instead of one.
So this buyer will have to pay the ABST for the second 70 lah.
Yes, I believe.
So it has never been done before to submit as one unit and join it up.
So far, no, I have never come across that. Yeah, I only have one owner. Okay, if you want to do that, means one owner has to buy over the other's owner unit and then merge into one title. That's the only way you can
buy over and merge into one unit.
Yeah, otherwise you can't.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hello, can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Just now you're discussing about the sewer, right? You said that you can build...
Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Paul. Yeah, when you said just now earlier, when you do the rebuilding, you can build until the sewer line and then not past it, right? But I see a lot of houses where they have actually the kitchen in the backyard extended all the way to near the drain at the back. So the sewer line is there, but they cover it up. And is there a way to do that? I'm not rebuilding, just A&E.
Okay, by the way the way you I can say that it's all illegal extension. Okay, in URA requirement, it's straightforward. Is as long as in setback, you are allowed to extend all the way to the boundary line. Okay, in landed house, there are many units extend the rear all the way to the boundary line to be wet kitchen. So those are all illegal one. So of course that will also cover the sewer line within it. In authority requirement, as long as you build something over a sewer line, you need to build a sewer trench. It's a strict clear-cut requirement. There's no way you can cover a sewer line without a sewer trench.
Okay. But then everybody is doing it. I mean, it's very, very common. So, but they don't. They don't. It's not rebuilt. They just build whether it's a zip track or they build a roof and they build some awnings and they leave it ventilated but still cannot now, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes. Okay. For authority, to be frank, I can say that authority actually know about all this illegal structure. It close their both eyes. Okay. So if let's say if you have a buyer, it's not a house which is all this type of illegal structure, you can tell the buyer to buy at it is, okay, buy at it is, means the risk. Okay. The other way is you ask the seller to regularize, which means to remove it, so called. Okay, having said that, to ask the buyer to take the risk is because authority will only take action if someone compare, like, hey, how come you can do it? How come this one can do it? I cannot, that sort of thing. That authority will step in. Or someone complain, hey, this neighbor built the roof all the way and splash all the water into my property. Then property will come in. Authority will come in. Otherwise, authority will not just anyhow pop in and give you an enforcement to ask you to remove all these things. That's one thing.
Well, most of the time we represent. I mean, many times we represent them. So what the party? Because every time you look at it, it says, yeah, all the renovation is authorized, but right. So,
for this type of thing, if let's say you can't tell them that it's regularized something, you so-called you have to. I'm not sure how first of all how willingness the seller would want to some illegal structure within that land or within the house. So for some seller, if they don't mention, I'm not sure whether are you in the position to hide. So I think I will leave it to agents to decide because I'm not sure what's your responsibility in this.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 houses have this, right?
Yeah, correct. 9 out of sure. I think 10 out of 10 maybe I would say. Yeah. So, without illegal extension. Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, Mr. Liao, just to add on, can the seller, do an OTP that has a clause that protect him from all these future setback issues? If let's say after that he sell the house, then nothing to do with him. He put it in the OTP to protect himself.
I think I thought you can do that because you buy the property or you buy basically everything. You can't have a OTP stating that the one not included. So I think it's a bit difficult. I doubt you can do that. Because once you buy, you are so-called taking on the illegal stuff already. That means you are responsible for it. Yeah, you can't do it. You are not responsible for that.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Please identify yourself first.
Timothy Tan. Hi, my name is Timothy.
Hi.
Sorry to trouble.
No problem.
There's about 5 to 7 people in here with the same question. We all want to know whether we can have the slides from the first. There's like a gold mine to us. Can we have it?
Okay. Let me talk to Mr. Yao. Okay. Mr. Yao.
Sorry to trouble. If it's too much trouble, then don't need.
It's okay. All right. I'll let boss know. Okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you. At least it's value, right? I also feel happy lah. The slide is
super value. Thank you. Sorry to trouble.
No problem.
Okay, cheers.
Any other question? We got 3 more minutes. Any other questions? Final questions? Any questions? Final questions? If not, okay, give you 10 more seconds to respond.
I have Lester one more.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Liao, as you know, for terrace houses,
Identify yourself first, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, for terrace houses, as you know, some
Identify yourself first, please.
Oh yes, I'm Rina again. Yeah, for terrace houses, when we are marketing, right, some of the houses are very dark, So can you share some pointers how to really enhance the brightness?
Wow, there's a nice.
Okay, normally for terrace house, right, they enhance the brightness. The only thing can do is a skylight. Because in the terrace, the left and the right wall cannot cover.
Correct.
Yeah, those only skylight and with window. That's all.
Okay. I will bring this up to the buyer.
Sure.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I heard that opening up skylight is not that expensive, right? Is it?
Yeah, of course. But also there's some problem like 漏水.
Oh, okay. So roughly, what kind of ballpark figure are we? What kind of ranges are we expecting?
It depends. If let's say we build from scratch, of course cheaper lah. If let's say we 改衣服就比较贵咯. Maybe 30,000-40,000.
Okay.
The skylight, because the skylight need to cover the water to seepage to the floor.
So this skylight, can I say that it will more or less come from where the staircase is?
It depends on the structure.
I see.
Depends on the structure. No, when we do house is like that. 我们很怕改衣服啊。
Yeah.
做衣服比较 easy but 改衣服有一点困难 because you 改衣服sometimes got some defect then we need to bear the defect. Yeah, so it's a bit complicated but it's good that we can go site and see, no problem at all.
Okay, thank you.
All right, welcome, no problem.
Okay, great. I think that should wrap up it all. So everybody, thank you for your time, and we thank our guest speaker today, Wilson,
Thank you
and
very
his
much.
very awesome team. Now, I think it will be good that we all can unmute our mic and just say thank you to them personally.
Thank you.
That would be awesome. Just unmute everybody now. You can unmute your mic and just say thank you, and then we exit from here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You all,
Thank you. What thank you 咧，哇！
啦200幾個人跟你講 thank you 咧。So you must do the next one for us again 啊。
我年輕20歲，年輕20歲。
Thank you. We are looking more for your sharing.
Thank you so much. 謝謝大家，謝謝大家，take care, take care.
Okay, goodbye everybody.
Okay, bye, bye. Thank you, bye.